Here's a big one! Best of both!
Alright, it is now about that time. Give me just a moment. Greetings, how do, how be it is I, the most dangerous deadly west of the Mississippi. We are playing Metroid Prime this evening. Game number 50 of 2025. Looking forward to it. We're going to be playing on Prime Hack. So I can use mouse and keyboard controls. We do have Metroid Prime Remastered, but I want to use Prime Hack. Drinking some Arizona. Because why not? Alright. Nintendo presents. Developed by Retro Studios. I am glad they brought them back for Metroid Prime 4. That is a good thing. I apologize. Just bumping up the volume a little bit. Okay. Alright. So the plan is for just gonna go on normal. The plan is for the month of November we are gonna be playing through the Prime trilogy. We are gonna have to live with a couple of purple loading screens, but that's okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Unidentified distress beacon has been tracked to a derelict space vessel. Alright. So through Dolphin, you may notice that we're using quite a bit of upscaling. Shouldn't be that big a deal. It obviously doesn't look as good as Prime Remastered, but Prime Remastered also doesn't have mouse and keyboard controls. And it saves me from having to hook up my Switch through my capture card. Which once again isn't a huge deal, but this is readily available on my PC, so why not? Nice. I might bump up my volume some more. Give me a moment. go like that. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember the controls for this, as obviously the keybinds are different. Try to remember what. Alright, that's what it is. F is missiles. That's all I really need to know. Everything else I should be able to handle. Pew. Alright. Entrance to emergency evacuation area. So because this is technically a pre-existing save, not everything was scanned. Or I should say, not everything's going to be scannable, because I've already scanned it. But also shows incredibly large muscle structures surrounding the jaw area. Morphology parasite. Morphology space pirate. Status death caused by acidic burns to body. Chemical type unknown. Space pirate status weak life signs detected. Imprints of large bite marks can be seen on the exoskeleton. Tail section possesses a mouth-like orifice, most likely used for birthing offspring. Gross. Escape pod 3 launched, 4 launched, 7 launched. Escape pod launch coordinates Talon 4, 110L.30L.Research Command Center. Bop. Yeah, remember I never did this thing from the previous playthrough. New research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Map station. Log into Map Station Holograms, download a map of the area you are in. Talon 4 Ground Zero area secure. Crater radiation readings normal. Frigate exterior hull stable and fully functional. Parasitic infestation has been detected in the ventilation systems of decks Gamma and Beta. 2 parasite queen specimens have become volatile on deck Beta. Okay, and map is tab. My muscle memory's coming back. Access deck Beta approved. Entrance to map facility. I keep scanning the doors because I'm pretty sure my last playthrough I also failed to scan a standard door for log entry. Entrance to deck Beta conduit hall. It's probably something I'm going to have to do when I land on Talon 4. Biotech research. Low life signs detected. This creature appears to be in a state of stasis hibernation. Specimen Cell A status hibernation. Transference of Phazon Batch 0081.D complete. Specimen Cell B status unknown. Rejection of Phazon compound detected. Yeah, as you can see, there we go. Yeah. Already scanned. Out of scanning range. After mutation, the carapace of the larva becomes rigid. Whoops. Fluid sacs in the mouth enlarge after mutation. This allows for increased production of corrosive bile. The carapace is quite resilient, able to resist the attacks of many predators. Deck beta security. Phazon's ventilation cap look unstable. That'll explode soon enough. Store has been sealed to prevent radiation leaks. Pew! Ballistic support needed at Specimen Block F. That's right, these are single missile right now. Phazon Fusion Stage 2 introducing mutagen into tank. Phazon Batch 0732.C. Status complete. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Whoops. Log 09.992.3. Zeebs has fallen. All ground personnel are presumed dead, either killed by the hunter clad in metal or in the subsequent destruction of the underground facilities. Our research frigates, Orpheon, Syracuse, and Vol Paragon were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedule due to the uncertain supply status. We're ready to begin research on the Metroids and other promising life forms. Security status remains at Code Blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. Huh. Phazon Fusion Stage 3, mutation initiated, larva status stable. I wonder if that's supposed to be a reference to... No, because the Space Pirates didn't bring the Metroids over to... What planet was that on Metroid 2? That was SR-388, wasn't it? Perimeter defense turret disabled. Morphology parasite larva. Info harmless unless encountered in large numbers. Plasmite info, native of Talon 4. Specimen solitary holding 1, Phazon level unknown. Status, xenotropic lifeform unstable. Use caution. Yeah, that's those ceiling jumpy dudes from Metroid, from the original Metroids. Or the 2Ds, I should say. Plasmite info, native of Talon 4. Fusion analysis 12.5. I think these guys in specific... Well, I'm sure they're in maybe in Metroid 1 also, but you run into these guys a lot in Super Metroid. Fusion analysis 10.2. Specimens exhibit incredible strength and body mass increase when exposed to Phazon Batch 0732.C. Experiment 435.8. Bioform pain tolerance levels at 13%. And holding. Biohazard waste removal may begin in 3 hours. Phazon radiation readings must be reported to Deck Commander before batch disposal. Elevator operational, please step into the hologram. Platform active. Boop. Space Pirate. Status severe internal damage detected. Pew! Lay down. Slurp. Whoops. Morphology plated parasite larva info native of Talon 4. Morphology war wasp info native of Talon 4. Oh, hello. Hold on. Specimen Solitary holding 3, phase on level normal status, Hermetic Seal holding. Morphology War Wasp. Specimen Solitary holding 4, phase on level toxic status, Hermetic Seal holding. Small Energy. Plasmite, info native of Talon Flora. Plated Parasite Larva, native of Talon Flora. Shriekbat, native of Talon Flora. Parasite Larva, harmless unless encountered in large numbers. Iced Shriekbat, info native of Talon 4. Specimen Solitary holding 5, status empty. Mutagen Tank 3, phase on batch 1426.K. Mutagen Tank 2, phase on batch 003.H. Mutagen Tank 4, phase on batch 3203.C. Morphology Space Pirate, status acid burns have welded the joints of the exoskeleton. Sucks to suck. Entrance to Deck Beta Transit Hall. Security codes on auto defense turrets are changed every other lunar cycle. Using improper codes may result in turret activation. Entrance to cargo freight lift. I'm sure I already have. I do. Okay. Hold on. Got a cable issue. There we go. Don't like it when I go to right click and somehow a cable got under my right mouse button. Space Pirate status, death caused by severe lacerations to the abdomen. Ouch. Access deck gamma approved. Small missiles. Slurp. Into the hologram. Space Pirate status, minimal injuries assessed. Door lock enabled. Please insert metallic sphere to open door. Morph ball, as it were. Space Pirate status, death caused by severe lacerations to the abdomen. Space Pirate status, death caused by removal of internal organs. Damn. Energy now flows through a series of locking mechanisms in the door's surface. Bloop. Whoa, brother. Okay. Save station is right there. Morphology Space Pirate status, death caused by acid burns to the face. Ouch. Space Pirate status, death caused by severe lacerations. Subject looks like it has been partially eaten. Oof. This device does not seem to be functional. Space Pirate status, death caused by cranial trauma. Okay. Status dead. This creature looks like it struggled. I would like to read. Thank you, cat. Go somewhere else. This creature looks like it struggled to get through this door. Okay. We're going to go into the save room. Energy fully replenished. That's right. You do get a full heal from save stations in this. Nothing there. Oh yeah, I have to use a morph bomb. Durr. Okay. Detects large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. These bodies may have been used for nourishment, pattern consistent with predator behavior. No life signs detected. These creatures still contain a heat signature. They have not been here for very long. Analysis detects large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. Okay. Bum bum. Okay, I did scan her. Parasite queen, parasite female, genetically enhanced by unknown means. A weak spot has been detected in this creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen. Origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapon-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasite genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. Okay. Bop. Is that really it? I selected normal, right? Did I select easy? I was like crazy simple. I literally just hit her with like 3, maybe 4 charge shots. Right in the kisser.
Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately. Evacuate immediately.
Maybe I'm just used to... Maybe I'm just used to the hard mode. Access to deck beta approved. Please step into the hologram. Bum bum bum. Defense turret disabled. Biotech Research Area 1. Shit exploded, son. This creature's deceased. And I might actually have to consider toning down some of the upscaling because it's actually slowing it down. Bum 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 bum. Hold on. We're going graphics, enhancements. Drop down to 720. 4x. Okay. There we go. Remember the quick missile trick. All right. Might also have to turn down my FOV a little. Quick! Use the grapple beam! Hey, it's Meta Ridley. Mecha Ridley? I don't remember. I want to say it's Meta Ridley. Whee! Fence turret disabled. There we go. That hurt. All my cool shit's broken. Varia suit malfunction. Morph ball malfunction. Missile malfunction. Charge beam malfunction. Grapple beam malfunction. Okay. Bum bum bum. We did it. Tracking on enemy target has been lost. Ground-based recon required. Begin landing sequence. The beginning of peak. Fuck, I love this game, dude. The Talon Overworld. The rainy forest. Shoot. Yes, the remaster looks so good, but yes, I would like to save. Game has been saved. Whoops. Didn't mean to. No. Okay. The one missile in this area we cannot grab yet. Hold on. No. Graphics. Do. Advanced. No, Prime Hack GFX. Here we go. I don't recall... I want to say maybe standard FOV is 75. I could be wrong. Duh. Whoops. No. Okay. Then we want full screen. Tab. Okay. Yeah. That looks much more standard to the game. Beautiful. Remember first time playing this, I was blown the fuck away, dude. Beatles. You are going to see me try to rescan most things, because I don't know what I did and did not. Sap sac. Chemical reaction within sac produces violent explosion when agitated. Because of its irresistible odor and sweet nectar, the sap sac was nearly eaten out of existence. The evolution of an explosive chemical sac saved it. Now only brave or ingenious creatures dare to devour it. Whoa. Oh, well, there you go. Never did the shroom spores. Blast cap. Volatile chemicals within this weed's toxic fungal cap may explode if agitated. Zoomer. Anchors itself to walls and other surfaces. Avoid contact with spikes. I don't think I read that full. Hold on. A basic nerve center located directly above the zoomer's mandibles detects nutrients. Sharp spines protect it from casual predators, but the lack of a reinforced carapace makes the zoomer vulnerable to any indirect attacks. Okay. Gemur, wall-crawling mollusk with retractable spikes. The gemur is an evolutionary offshoot of the zoomer family. When threatened, it extends lethal spikes and retracts its head deep into its armored carapace. These large branches have been forcibly intertwined, forming what looks to be a bridge structure. The stone surface this lichen grows on appears too smooth to be natural. Beetle, burrowing insect with a resilient carapace, extremely aggressive. Insect's massive mouth enables it to tunnel through solid rock at high speeds. Above ground, beetles can cover short distances rapidly. They attack anything that moves near their lair. My lair! Oh, I should have scanned that, but that's okay. Tree appears to be healthy. Ring dating approximates age at over 200 years. Not a scannable door. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Access to Chozo Ruins West granted. Please step into the hologram. Yay. Okay. So, I go here. So as I recall, we should probably go do the hive first before we try and get any goodies, because most of the goodies are hidden behind missile doors, to my knowledge. Access to Talon Overworld North granted. Incoming scan data. Abnormal seismic activity detected. Doop 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 doop. Hive totem. Yeah, we'll get there. Chozo script translated. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however: the Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. Kill. Yeah, I don't think we got all of the... I think it's the squiggly. Logbook is at 86. So we do have to try and keep ourselves, you know, keep ourselves on the straight and narrow here. The first friggin' pickup they show you, and you can't even get that shit until way later. You need the grapple beam for that. That one right there, top right. There are a few good goodies in here, though. So we got that, but you need the grapple beam to use that. There's also an upgrade inside this tree, but you need super missiles. Let's see. No, we can't go in this door because we need missiles. And we've got a... we need the boost ball upgrade for that. Actually, I think you can technically get it with double jump if you jump from the right spot. That we can grab pretty... No, we need the morph ball, actually. So we can't get that yet. We need the morph ball first, but we'll get that. And then this way leads to a way I shouldn't go, because although we can do some stuff there, we need the missile for other stuff. So we'll go this way first. These are the shield bugs. Oh yeah, scarab. Exploding parasites that can embed their bodies in solid rock. Scarabs think nothing of sacrificing themselves for the safety of their swarm. When a hostile life form is sighted, they block its progress by embedding themselves in floors and walls. Embedded scarabs violently self-destruct when threatened. Like when I hit him with a laser? Okay. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology ion, immobile organisms entirely composed of ocular tissue. Whoops. Alright, thank you, right click. Capable of launching sustained energy beams when active, the ion is sensitive to light and will close shut if a bright flash ignites nearby. Or, you know, gets shot with a fucking laser. Man, none of these standard doors let me scan them. Wonder why. Could've sworn those were part of the... New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Structure: War Wasp Hive. Primary War Wasp dwelling, only vulnerable to heavy weaponry, such as missiles. Chozo script translated. Many long years have passed since we Chozo first took root in this land. The passage of time has always been a source of fascination to us. It is the belief of many Chozo sages that the truths of the universe hide within the tumbling currents of time's flow. Even as we search for answers there, however, we find illumination in other unexpected places. We know not how the ability has come to us, but recently many Chozo have begun to sense things beyond the realm of ordinary perception. Strange sights and inexplicable sensations flood our minds. Filling us with visions, we take this growing ability to be a sign of our burgeoning harmonization with the infinite. Perhaps finally the universe's secrets are becoming known to us. Perhaps. Okay. We need morph bombs for that. Yeah. Unusually high concentration of poison identified in tree leaves. A herp? Okay. War Wasp, airborne insect equipped with a venomous stinger capable of shearing steel. War Wasp rarely strays far from its hive unless it is pursuing an immediate threat. It attacks with no regard for its own survival, dive bombing its enemy with stinger extended. Fast-working toxins from the stinger can incapacitate most small organisms. Still can't scan the door. We have scanned save stations. That's good. Game has been saved. Okay. Blah. Huh. Yeah, I wonder why I can't scan doors. I could have sworn they were scannable. Chozo sculpture crafted in honor of Talon's star. The only translatable symbol detected on the sculpture is the word Chozo. Petrified organic matter looks like a rock carved into the shape of an eye. Boop. Okay. There's not much to really do in here. New research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. There's a blast shield on the door blocking access. Analysis indicates that the blast shield is invulnerable to beam weapons. Explosive weapons may damage it. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you for that. Yeah. So that's going to be one of our first secrets we unlock. But we have to do the hive totem first. Plasmites, small insect capable of storing and releasing thermal energy. Plasmites are attracted to sources of heat. Thriving on the energy present there, they emit light when hunting, and will expel small bursts of thermal energy when threatened. Okay, new creatures entry. Tangleweed, plant life with basic sentience, retracts into ground if threatened. Tangleweeds are only dangerous to small organisms. They are covered in tiny barbs designed to trap potential meals. Tangleweeds lack the strength to do anything more than hinder larger life forms. Until we get to the red version. I don't remember what it's called, but I call it dillweed. Because it sucks. Ouch. Okay. Elevated bridge looks worn but functional. Drainage possesses traces of high-level toxins. Okay. So we have to remember to try and scan this boss also. Appears this item can only be reached by using the elevated bridge. Mechanical device appears to be inactive. Life force detected within hollows of machine. Yeah. So we want to scan the boss. I guess it's technically a mini-boss. There we go. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Mechanoid, Hive Mecha, security unit programmed to work with predatory hive dwellers. A design flaw makes the shielding on Hive Mecha weak around their access ports. These units are second-generation combat drones, able to interface with organic units at a higher level. They train, shelter, and work with hive-dwelling predators. Unarmed, they rely on their hive beasts to handle any threats. And then first things first, we gotta scan these guys. New creatures entry has been downloaded. Morphology, Ram War Wasp Airborne Predator. Circles its prey, then strikes. The war wasps are the only species on Talon 4 to evolve a true hive mind, nesting in damp, dark places. Ram war wasps emerge in small groups when threatened and circle their enemy at high speeds, disorienting it. Striking from all sides with a single intelligence, they can fell huge organisms. Unless I dodge that shit. Okay. And this is why you should use your... You need to use your little motion tracker. Because it shows you where they stop in relation to you. I usually try and stop behind you. Okay. Okay. Alright. I don't know if... I don't think it counts if that I have to scan. There we go. Didn't think it counted towards the logbook, but it doesn't hurt. You go on. You've already knocked enough shit off there. You don't need to be up there. Like I was trying to jump up somewhere where last night she made a bunch of shit fall ass over tea kettle. Missile launcher. Kerploink. Okay. So we'll unlock this so we can get this. I should have scanned that, but that's okay. There's more energy tanks, so just got to remember. Alright. So we got to go back because we need the morph ball. Give me just a moment. It slid backwards. Okay. Full screen. There we go. Okay. Missile expansion. Okay. Ouch. Okay, map station, we scanned already. Alright. You've downloaded the map for this area. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Ouch. I don't have morph ball, that's right. I was gonna try and just zip past these guys, but you can't do that. Not without the morph ball. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's right, I don't have charge beam yet. It's like, why aren't I picking these up? Ouch. Okay. Another mini boss fight. Morph ball. I do remember during this mini boss, when he does pop up, we can't just be casually sidestepping. It doesn't work that way. We do have to do the side jump. We'll make sure we scan this full. Plated beetle, well-armored burrowing insect, vulnerable only in the rear abdomen. Creature's thick cranial plating can repel frontal attacks. This gives it an advantage in combat, allowing it to make ramming attacks. Only surfacing when it detects vibrations above, then maneuvers itself so as to always face its rival, keeping its exposed abdomen protected. Okay. Shit. Really? One missile. Man, I must be really used to veteran mode or something. Large energy. Because one missile to kill that guy doesn't seem right. Morph ball acquired. Press C to activate morph ball. Okay. We need morph bombs for that, which we don't have yet. So we're going to have to come back here later. Okay. Where are morph bombs? So maybe we shouldn't, I don't think we should go back this way yet. To get these extra goodies, because we need morph bombs so we can get that. So it's probably best if we go this way first. Until we have that upgrade. We'll get that soon enough. Is it bundled with, I don't think it is. I was going to say, is it bundled with... Bundled with power beam, but I mean charge shot. I don't think it is. I could be wrong on that though. We. Okay. Chozo script translated. The surges of negative energy brought by the meteor far exceed our expectation. We Chozo have yet to find a way to rid ourselves of the great poison. All we can do now is seal it away and wait for the day when a power to purify the poison appears. However, it is already impossible to collect all the pieces of the great poison, as it is already spread, seeping into the planet and hardening. Okay. Whoops. Fingers on the wrong keys, but that's okay. Okay, I want to say I've already scanned those, but we'll discover that on our way back. Reaper Vine. Okay. We don't really need to do the rune puzzle yet, because we still need morph bombs to go up. So we're just going to go down. Prick. Okay. Got a save room here. We have. Okay. We've scanned the shriek bats. That is good. Alright. Blast caps. Not going up that way. Okay. Another missile expansion. Okay. One runic symbol. Two runic symbol. Three runic symbol. And the last one we get up here. Four. Gate has been unlocked. There we go. Charge beam. Chozo script translated. Disaster struck suddenly. We had a vague, dark foreboding, and it became truth. Meteor appeared from nowhere, casting a dark shadow of debris over the land with the violence of its impact. Its destructive force spent, the fallen star burned itself out rapidly, and the incident should have faded into memory. But the meteor brought with it corruption. A great poison burst forth into the land, a strange energy that clawed at natural life with a ferocity. That strange negative energy emitted from the meteor expanded to encompass Talon 4 in a night, as a spider weaves a web. They're talking about Phazon, in case you're wondering. Charge beam. Slurp. Okay. Charge beam acquired. Press and hold A to charge, release to fire. Yeah. Charge beam does not give you morph bomb. These are just ions, yeah? Whoa, wait a minute. Cool. I didn't know that you can hold... It's probably not possible to do on controller. But you can hold charge beam and open up scan visor and hold your charge still. Okay. Charge beam allows me to go... Is it up? It's not up the tree because we still need... morph bombs. Uh-oh. Path of corruption leads ever higher. Okay. Hold on. I think there's more. Might as well take those guys out so I don't have to deal with them. We need double jump for that. Or space jump, whatever. I don't think you get high jump in this. I think it's just double jump, if I recall correctly. Don't we need morph bombs for this? Could have sworn we did. Because that's how we activate the mechanisms. Hello, Mr. Toad. Stone Toad preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerability only from within. Stone Toad is able to remain still for days. It preys upon creatures smaller than itself, inhaling them whole. Anything it finds undigestible, it regurgitates. Stone Toads use their tusks as a last resort in combat. Boo. There we go. Oh, okay, that's right. There's a mini boss here. Barbed War Wasp. Airborne insect with the ability to launch its stinger or prey, a highly aggressive member of the war wasp family. This insect can propel the tip of its stinger up to 20 meters. Stinger tips regrow seconds after launch and contain an acidic compound designed to pre-digest prey. Whoops. That was my bad. This one's got like 4 rotations. Or phases, however you want to call it. There we go. I think that gives us morph bombs. Yes. Alright. I trusted my instincts and they led me correct, so that's good. Blap. Murph bomb. So now we can go get some shit. Some stuff and things and whatnot. While morph bomb mode, press A. Okay. So I'm also trying to remember. Because this is the Wii version, they added Spring Ball. I just don't remember what the keybind for it is. Okay. Scooby Dooby Doo Wop Dooby Dooby Doo Wop. Yeah, because in the GameCube version they didn't have Spring Balls, so you had to do everything with Morph Bomb, you know, the bomb jumps. There's a way to do it without that, but I don't recall what they used as a keybind for that. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Scooby Dooby. Squibbly dibbly 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 doo. Very good. Okay. Now this back way still has hold on. Oh no. Okay, it's clear. I was gonna say I thought it still had liquid in it. Oh, that just leads there. Okay. Duly noted. Oh shit, whoops. Okay, we need spider ball for that. Can go in here though. Ooh, okay. Scan this. Energy tank. Swag. Okay. So technically we can start progressing towards the boss, but there are some goodies we're going to grab first. Excuse me. No, dog. Not today. Okay. Guess we don't have to kill him every time. Okay. And we'll save real quick. We can... I guess we can go get a missile upgrade now. I mean, we have to go back to that spot anyway later to... once we get Spider Ball or Spider Magnet. But I guess since we can do it now, we might as well. Because maybe even if we get Spider Magnet later, there's a chance we'll probably hold off on coming back here until we get the Gravity Suit. Because there is another upgrade in here that we cannot get until we have that. So... okay. One thing I need to get used to is you can't control the camera when you're in Morph Ball mode. Okay. Yeah, so you come in here and you're like, oh my goodness, what is this? A spider magnet track? Damn, can't get that, but we can get this. But yeah, we'll come back here. There's a missile there. I want to say it's a missile. No, I think maybe it's Power Bomb, actually. Ouch. Whoops. But yeah, there's a little alcove down there we can go to, but we need grav suits so we can actually jump over the lip to get to the upgrade. So we'll not worry about that. At least not right now. Shazam! Okay. Yeah, see, those are the red weeds. Analysis suggests the presence of a runic symbol here. I'm trying to scan the dill weeds, damn it. That's okay. So technically that's the way to progress. Ooh. But we are backtracking for goodies. Because goodies are always good. Bum, 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 bum. Ouch. Okay. So we're going down here first. Ouch. Ouch. Missile upgrade. I don't have to fight these guys, but... if you'll excuse me. That's all we can do in there for now. Once again, a lot of these upgrades you can wait till later to get, but I'm thinking about it now, so... Okay. And now that we're traveling this way, there was one we could get when we just had the morph ball, but wanted to wait until we had the morph bomb so we could keep going. See if I can beat these scarabs. Okay. Actually, no, you need the morph bomb. Unless they give you spring ball right off the bat in this game. Which I don't know, because... Once again, I don't remember what the... keybind for that is. So we're just going to play a GameCube style. Oh, you little bastard. I'm trying to leave you be. Okay. Nice. Okay. So this is... Whoops. It's a transport to Magmoor Caverns. This is the way we come from the boss fight. We need Super Missile for that. Yeah. So we're going this way. Bum 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 bum. Whee! Okay, I don't know why I looked behind myself there, but I did. Okay. Chozo script translated. The future is a vague thing, ever changing and always in doubt. Even if we Chozo could gain the ability to foresee the future, it would be a hollow gift where we could never hope to control what has yet to occur. The fountain is an example of this. The day may come when its water dries up and there is nothing we could do to stop such a tragedy. But we do know this. Unlike the uncertain flow of water, the power of our will is strong and enduring. The will of the Chozo will never run dry. Says the more... Well, actually, I guess technically not extinct. Because Metroid 5, which is the furthest in the timeline, did have Chozo. Okay. This is teaching you bomb hopping. Okay, so you gotta go... There we go. Okay. Very good. Boop. Okay. And then go like that, and there is another E-tank. Alright, now we can proceed to the boss. I believe that's our last step for this area. Try and sneak past these guys as quickly as I can. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so there's one symbol, there's two symbol, make sure they don't come out. Three symbol here. Okay, we have scanned the big missile ammunition. Ah, shit, I wanted to scan the spicy dill weeds. Venom weed, okay. No, I can't tell you how many times I've done that. I try and do it quickly, but when you're not full morph ball, your hitbox is still too big. So you have to wait until you're actually morphed before going through these alcoves. And then symbol number 4 is right here. As I recall, there's no upgrades in these little transference areas. We will eventually be coming back to this boss room because there's a Chozo artifact, but that's later. I think that's post Spider Magnet. Ka-chunk. Hello. Flagra. This mutant plant is a source of toxic water in the ruins. Flagra's growth cycle has been radically accelerated. As a result, it requires near constant exposure to solar energy to remain active. This exposure has made Flagra's outer shell thick and durable. Its lower root system is unprotected and vulnerable. However, the system is unprotected and vulnerable, however. Exploit this flaw when possible. Concentrated weapon fire can daze it for short periods. Okay. Hup. This is the game's way of saying, hey, go in here. Bop. Fun trick with that. You do not have to hit those from behind, just as long as you hit them. Bum. Lemon squeeze. Nice. GG's, Flagra. You tried your best. And now we got clean water. Okay. Is that the Varia suit? I want to say it is. Yep. Cool. So now we can go to Magmoor Caverns. Choice. Varia suit acquired. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Well, good. Okay. Don't think there's any missiles here. Move those dillweeds out of the way. I have scanned those. Those are mega health. Morphology Pulse Bambu. Life form of raw energy periodically releases explosive segments from its body. Pulse Bambus are energy beings invulnerable to most known weapons. Electrical energy can harm them, however. They lack any intelligence beyond an instinctive attraction to other charged energy sources. Pulse bomb ooze and produce energy constantly. All excess energy is shed, regardless of who or what may be nearby. Basically, it shits out electric bombs. So this is the spot we were in earlier. Whoops, well, I guess I'll scan those later. Yeah, remember we came in here and I said we needed the... There we go. Said we needed the spider magnet for that. Okay, this takes us to Magmoor. There's another way into Magmoor from the Talon Overworld, which does have a missile upgrade on the way to it. Which, if we went the other way, where we did the bomb hopping, and we got the energy tank, that would lead us basically going back to the Talon Overworld, so we would go that way, but I know where it is, so I'm not worried about it. Those are just standard Shriek bats. And we've got a save room. Do you want to save a herp? Game has been saved. Energy fully replenished. Pew. Okay. Okay. Alright. We got the burrower. Alright. Now, I don't recall... I want to say you just need normal missiles for this one Chozo artifact. Oops. Magmoor fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Also known as a big bitch. Analysis indicates a viable attach point for the grapple beam, which we do not have. Okay. And we got fart bombs, which we don't want to be touched by. So this right here, maybe I do need... Nope, there we go. Whoops, 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 whoops. Chozo artifact, yeah. So technically you shouldn't know that's there. We never read this. Puffer, unstable gas-filled organism, will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metaviperium gas and float around in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. Ooh, that was a weird hiccup. So now, I think maybe I jump from here. No. That was wrong. Ain't that cute? But it's wrong! Wait. Can I really not get that yet? I swear I've gotten it before. There's one of these spots where you can safely land on it. Maybe it's from this side. Yep. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There we go. Chozo artifact acquired. This is the artifact of nature, the 8th of 12. There we go. Okay. Whoops. Okay. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology: Triclops, hard-shelled creature with powerful jaws. The Triclops is a hunter-gatherer who collects small creatures and bits of food stuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. Okay, thank you, right-click. Okay. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. Okay. Shit. Okay. Whoa. Alright. So... there is... can't see it because we don't have the X-ray goggles, but there's an upgrade. Like, right there, or over there or something, if I remember correctly. Having said that, we're going this way. Because there is, in fact, an upgrade over yonder. Ooh, he got me. Damn. There we go. And this is just an alternate way we could have gone. Okay. So we go this way. Yeah, none of these doors are scannable. Why do I not recall that? I swear that one of the logbook entries was the standard blast door. Well, whatever. Missiles. Okay. Alright. Yeah, there's a invisible platform somewhere. But we can't see it without the X-ray visor. So we'll wait till another time to do that. That's right, these are... Those are 2 missile turrets. I remember. There we go. So technically we're supposed to go up to Phendrana. We need a power bomb for this, which we don't have. But this should be the other way to the Talon Overworld. Yes, and there's a couple items we can grab. Won't let me back up? Okay. Wait for him to turn around. Bastard. Okay. Alright. So we're coming back this way, so I'm not going to get that upgrade yet. Next flamethrower. You can try and beat these if you're feeling brave, but more often than not I end up not being able to do it fast enough. So, patience is a virtue. Okay. And this is the way from the Talon Overworld. We don't have to worry about going this way because you need the spider magnet. So, we're just going up here real quick to collect a couple of power-ups. Technically, we shouldn't have to. To be honest, I probably should have waited. Maybe we'll just get the one that's immediately on the other side of this door, since it's literally right in here. Then we'll grab the other ones when we come back. Because from Phendrana, we have to come back to get the double jump. So... there's no point in going into Talon Overworld just to go back to Phendrana, just to go back to Talon Overworld, you know? It's not like I'm crit pathing, but, you know. Alright, so we have to be quick here because of Magma Dragon. Flaming Warfers. You know, those aren't scannable. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is a little more difficult on a keyboard compared to a control stick, but... Okay. Alright. Let you do your thing. So once again, there's a spot. Whoops. My bad. Okay. So there's a spot we can go now. And there is, I believe it's another artifact, if I recall correctly. But there's also... we need power bombs to get through the floor there to pick up an upgrade, so I don't know if I should wait on that. I mean, because I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna grab it. Just because I feel like, well, we have to go there, but... Geothermal power routing to this station is complete. Immersion pistons are leaching power from the magma pools as planned. Geothermal power source is promising. Recommend Energy Command deactivate central dynamo and switch to geothermal power at once. Local crystal formations possess low phazon residue. Report any signs of magma predator activity to Security Central at once. Oh, maybe we can't actually. We need double jump to get up there. Okay, I remember. That's right. I forgot about that. Hold on. Okay, so we go, There we go. We go, Fuck. Okay, let's try this again. Whoops. Yeah, it's a lot easier with bomb hop. I just don't remember. I don't think I made a... No. Oh, it's Alt. That's right. Okay. So, you can just go... Yeah, that makes shit a lot easier. As you can see, because then we don't have to worry about destroying these. That makes sense that it's Alt. Because it's right next to the jump button. Durr. Okay. Phendrana Drifts. One of my favorite maps in all of video games. Neato, gang. All right. Phendrana Drifts. Welcome to the snow zone, motherfucker. Okay. Platform is kept aloft by a gas-based propulsion system attached to its underside. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology: Flickerbat, scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flickerbats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flickerbats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns, using primitive sonar to navigate. Word. Yeah, so ice water doesn't hurt us. Okay. So before I hit that, Crystallite, Territorial Cold Weather Scavenger. Shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons and can only be cracked by concussive blast. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off its body, forms a hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. Till its ass gets shot by a fucking missile. Okay. We've got this. New personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Failure to report will be penalized by 30% ration cut and extra duty. Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. All projects are postponed. Under no circumstances are personnel to attempt access. All ballistics support personnel report to Research Lab Hydra. Lockdown Containment Plan 3A is effective until further notice. Then we'll save. So before we unlock a certain door, there's a special lock on the door that I'm not sure if I've scanned, so that should be part of the logbook, if I remember correctly. So we'll go check that out, the Funk Soul Brother. Yeah. So, blast shield over door is secure. Shield controls are elsewhere in the Phendrana Shorelines area. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Alright. Woo. There we go. The door directly above has been unlocked. Whoa, okay. There we are. Now, we can go up here. So we're going to be rapidly approaching the spot in the game. Hold on. New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology Scatter Bamu. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from creature's body. Like all Bamus, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It's possible to avoid engaging Scatter Bamus by rolling into the morph ball and slipping between the rotating energy streams. So we're rapidly approaching the spot of the game that, without help, you would not know. Like, it's the part of the game that I got lost in. I think the first couple times I played the game, definitely the first time, and I believe the second time. Baby Sheegoth, Glacial Predator. Ice shell protects vulnerable dorsal area. Young Sheegoths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby Sheegoths will turn quickly in order not to allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast upon their frozen victims. I'll talk about it in more detail once we get to that spot. Oh shit, I was gonna say, is my game gonna crash? Fuck. Alright. And I do have to remember I need Spider Ball for that up there. It's not right here. I'm misremembering where things are. There's a Chozo entry in this area. Can't get there until we get double jump, I believe. Or no, we can get there. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There's also a couple items we can't get until we get the plasma beam. Because that's how we melt ice. Here's the spider ball. Once again, I'm getting ahead of myself because the plasma beam thing I'm thinking about is in a different area. Okay. Ice burrower. Okay, so we did get that. That's good. Okay. Sick flicks. Okay. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of interesting. I think one of the first areas you run into Metroids in this game is in the cold zone. Oh, but they're inside the lab. That's right. And it makes sense they're containing them there because Metroids are weak to ice. Huh? Wait a minute. I goofed. Did I goof? I must have. Why would it let me loop around like that? I mean, it's supposed to play a cutscene. Could have sworn. Yeah, from here you're supposed to come out. Oh, I have to go up here. Yeah, I did goof. What a dumbass. Alright, we're okay. Cutscenes when you come back from this direction. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Double whoops. This is the boost ball. Stay dead. Prick. Okay. Ouch. Got him. Alright. Go. Boost ball. Where's my bottle of water? I don't think I've even opened it. Okay. All right. So apparently a lot of people got hard stuck in this spot in the past. So they ended up adding those boxes by the entrance so people could get back out. Whoops. Hold on. I'm on the right spot. There we go. You're supposed to do that and then you can backtrack. I don't recall if I scanned these boxes here. They weren't there previously, I believe, in the GameCube version. I could be wrong on that. Chozo script translated. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land, and we Chozo are no exception. But for all of our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day, a Savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that Savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. I wonder who that might be. Ouch. Okay. Let's go this way. So we can't get up this way without double jump. Chozo script translated. As the great poison reaches even further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawings of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts and filled with as much power as we Chozo can harness. We wonder, though, even when we are done, will it be too late, and will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? Ouch. Yeah, so we can't go that way yet because we need double jump, so it forces us to go back this way. And then the cutscene occurs. So after this cutscene is when I got hard stuck. So you come out here and you're like, oh man, I wonder what I'm supposed to do. And you see the shadow of Ridley. The hint is that because he's going that direction, you're supposed to go that direction also. And since we should know what is that direction, which is the passage back to Magmoor Caverns, the entrance of Phendrana, we're supposed to go here. And then we're going back to the Talon overworld so we can get the space boots, or space jump, whatever it's called. And I think we're going to do that first before we go... because we can get some stuff from from the Chozo ruins also. Okay. Holy shit! That laser knocked me off. Okay. Slurp, slurp. Yeah, so we have to go this way. So once again, we could have gotten all these goodies on our way back. But usually when I'm thinking about these things, I'm thinking in relation to, are we currently able to grab them instead of crit pathing? Oh, you piece of shit. Might have caught this one just right. Nice. All right. Okay. So we already dropped down, collected that. Okay. There's nothing really here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then we need... New creatures entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology, blood flower. Able to eject toxic spores. Toxins are poisonous even to the blood flower itself. 3 mouth nodules protrude from the stalk beneath the flower, each with a rudimentary brain cluster and the ability to spew toxic fumes at anything within a 5-meter radius. Spores ejected from the stigma at the center of the flower are sufficient to kill this creature if they explode in its vicinity. Yeah, so we can't go this way until we get a grapple beam. Okay. Okay. There's nothing in this water. Got some dillweeds. Okay. So we go down here. so we can ride these walls. Oops, I am too close to that. There we go. And then we bomb. And then we bomb. And then we bomb. Okay. We open. And as you can see, this is where we landed. Do not want to fall. There was a way. I don't think you can do it in this version, only in the GameCube version. But there is a way right at the start. You can in fact cut this by doing like a side jump. What you do is like you start a side jump and then quickly scan this thing right here, and it would carry you like you did a side hop in combat, and it would be enough to catch a lip to get up here, and you can get the space jump early. But they corrected that, I believe, with the Wii version. Red starburst edible flowers bloom seasonally. Consider a delicacy in many territories. Scrum flowers, huh? Space jump. Bloop. Alright. So now we're able to go back to Phendrana and continue. Having said that, there were actually some items we're going to grab. Before we do that, we're going to do so by dropping. We got a missile here. Might as well save, just so we can get our energy back. Does gunship replenish? Yeah, it does replenish ammo also. I believe that's exclusive to the gunship, though. Every other save point, it's just energy. That door, by the way, goes to the temple where you have to get the 12 artifacts. Okay. Now. So we can technically go to the temple, and there are some items we can grab. But I also feel like maybe we should hold off on that because we have to go to the temple anyway later. And from there, we are able to grab a few things. I feel like it'd be better, just like a fell sweep kind of thing, because we can totally backtrack and grab that stuff, but we're going to end up going there anyway. So, I suppose we'll hold off on it for now. Makes me feel weird, but we're just adding a lot of sidetracking if we do in fact go to the temple now. But if we wait to go to the temple, we'll be able to get more stuff in sequence. I shouldn't say in sequence, but together. Because we should be getting, I believe, once we beat the boss, we get Spider Magnet, and we also get Super Missiles. And infrared scope, which I don't think really matters. We also get the wave beam. I don't think I need either the wave beam or the infrared for any items inside the temple, to my knowledge. Okay. Ooh. Once again, this shit's a lot harder on a keyboard, that's for sure. I don't think we get power bombs, though, when we go... I want to say power bombs aren't until we go to the Phazon Mines? How did I not kill you? Okay. Wait for the fart to dissipate. Yeah, so now that we have double jump, we can go here. Come on, fart, dissipate. Thank you. Which I believe for now is just a artifact. Chozo artifact. Bendezium, yeah. So you need a power bomb to get through that. We will grab this though. Just because we're thinking about it. This is the artifact of strength, the second of 12. Okay. So in case those of you are wondering how I have 93% of my logbook scanned, is because the game carries over your logbook between playthroughs. So that's right, I think I can just jump from here. With my double jump. Nice. Collapsible suspension bridge is functional but requires power. Anyway. What was I saying? Ouch. I don't remember what I was saying. Shit got wiped from my mind. Okay. So, as I recall, we'll look at the map when we get there, but that spot that I said we need double jump to get there. We still don't want to go that way yet because I believe it requires the wave beam. So we have to go to a different spot. Let's take a look. Yes, that is correct. So we're going to be hopping on these here floating platforms so we can get to this other door. Okay, we go hop and a skip. And then we go, just like that. And then this we need super missile for. We got electro dumper. Ouch. Okay. Now we'll fight this guy. Okay. Ice parasite has been scanned. Okay. And we'll just go, oh, yep. So, you may notice there are multiple masks here. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo philosopher. The statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo warrior. The statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo architect. The statue is flawless. This is a statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of this brimstone object. Brimstone is breakable by missiles. And that's how we open the door, I believe. Yes. There is an item to get in here, but once again, I believe we need... Yeah, we need the plasma beam. Okay. And we go down here. Okay. Whoa. Okay. I think I might go back to bomb hopping. Okay, wave beam. Alright. Now we're gonna fight some dudes. Did some fights. Bruh. Okay. That brings out the Mother Sheegoth. I don't recall. Okay. Nice. Okay. Just gotta bait them breaths. New research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Lock system engaged. Secure the area to unlock door. Okay. Alright, and this is the wave beam. Okay. There are no other items in here. Whoa. Zoinks. Okay. Now we can kill these things, which is nice. All right. So now we can do this. Smart. All right. So now we can go this way. We can do the double jump. Okay. Hit him with the explosion. Okay. And this leads to where we got the... Okay, I did get Ice Shriek Bats. I remember on the remaster on my Switch, I missed those. Those were one of the ones I did not get. Because those are entirely missable, actually. So you have to be careful about that. If you don't scan them there, I believe after you beat the boss, they don't spawn there anymore. That's like, I believe, the only place they spawn. I believe these are just scarabs. Fire rate for this is a lot lower, but it also has a wider area of effect, so... Shit. Okay. Oh, that's right, it's through there. There's an item we can grab. First... Oh, that's right, we have to do the John Q. Spinner guy. And that doesn't turn on until we turn on the other one, which is across this way, right there. Okay. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright. So now... we're going to have to do this a minimum of 2 times. Excuse me. Because we're going through that porthole on the bottom right there, instead of on the platform above it. Because... there's an item here. Ta-da! E-tank. Good shit. Bloop! Alright. There we go. I just wanted to clear the way a little. Okay, that is a save room. Schematics for Glacier 1, secure zone access. Personnel bound for research area proceed directly to checkpoint. Schematics for research lab Hydra accessed. To access research lab Hydra, proceed through the purple doors to the south. Which is where we're going. We're going to save. Game has been saved. Energy fully replenished. Zoop. Okay. Hip. 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 Yip. Alright. Ouch. Fuck you, sir. Okay. Alright. Oh yes, little security doodad. They lock down all the doors. Okay. And we got a map station. Neato. Phazon ore is extremely durable and blast resistant. Although the armor-like qualities of this shell provide ample protection, thermal imaging can be used to detect weak areas in the casing. Improvements must be made to the shell in the event that these weaknesses are found by aggressors. So that's supposed to be a hint, because you need that for the boss. I guess you technically don't need it for the boss if you just spam morph bombs while it's running around, but Phazon ore appears to bind through Phazon energy. Thermal imaging is required to detect the highest concentration of radioactivity, which serves to bind the stones together. Imaging research is being conducted in the containment vault area of the facility. Project Titan specimen is immobilized in Quarantine Cave. Relocation is recommended due to increased violent activity. East Quarantine Cave is restricted to blue level security. Authorized personnel permitted entry only after bioscan. Okay. Double the slurpage. Took out the turret. Okay. Whoops, I fucking missed. Okay. Access to Research Lab Hydra granted. That's right. Wave beam can stun. Forgot about that. Still hear enemies? Or I guess the combat music is what's tipping me off. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 10.712.1. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches by local creatures. Door records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personnel moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. Phazon fusion within central energy core of Xenome SA is at 70% saturation. Increased dosage appears viable. Xenome SA is undergoing relocation to Lab Hydra. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 10.587.7. Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended as the material proves more unstable than initial analysis indicated. Okay. Specimen 43, decreased vital signs, cold damping appears stable. Now these are all empty currently, yeah? I'm thinking of a different room for, there's an item. Access to Research Lab Ether limited to Team Sclera only. Personnel bound for Hollow Observatory must use West Elevator. Space Pirate encrypted data decoded. Log 10.515.8. Our initial tests exposing Talon 4's indigenous parasites to Phazon appear to be successful. Increases in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that, given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have 100% extinction rate after the 4th infusion period. Most survivors of the 3rd infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Phazon fluid bath levels at 70%. Checking diagnostics per procedure 12.003.8. Well. Increased acidity levels recorded in Phazon amniotic bath. This is likely a side effect of Phazon ingestion by test subjects. Ice beetle infestation in Ice Vault region has been 95% exterminated. Report any sightings to security immediately. Stasis tank operational but currently empty. Specimen 102, increased volatility recorded, predator awareness indicated even in cold stasis. Alright. Scanned most all that stuff, so we'll just go. Okay. Oops. Nothing scannable there. Shazam! There we go. Transfer specimen 344 to Lab Hydra complete. Further infusion suspended pending security assessment. Prep work on all empty stasis tanks must be completed before specimen batch Y arrives on 12.312.2. Can't go changing my numerology right now. Xenome behavioral patterns show decreased reflex activity at temperatures below freezing. Phazon batch 1734.D, or unless it's 0, shows mandible mutation across all subjects. Cross infusion with batch 1622.G recommended. Mutation strain 776-V shows massive absorption capacity influx. Strain replication is now underway. Okay. So we can get that item. Is it this room I'm thinking of? Maybe it's a different room. I think it's one of the next rooms. I want to try and get, there's a missile upgrade I want to get before the lights turn off, because it's a lot harder in the dark. Daily decontamination is now required for all personnel working in lab ether. Viral pathogens found in several xenomes have been traced to Phazon batch 1664.Z. Terminate all subjects. Space-powered encrypted data decoded. Log 10.664.2. Research Outpost Glacier 1 in the Phendrana Drifts region of Talon 4's mountains is operating at 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control, even those well into Phazon fusion cycles. Cold containment stasis tanks are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantine caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the wastes are also a concern as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without a vast increase in munitions and soldiers. Tissue samples from stasis tanks must be hand-carried to Lab Hydra for analysis. Notify security of all material moves. Warning, do not handle sedated xenomes without proper ice-containing equipment. Specimen 070, optimal absorption mutation has led to unexpected degeneration of internal organs. Specimen 070, okay. Cordite casing of column appears weak. Yeah, so we need super missiles for that. Boop. Schloop. Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. Holographic spatial schematic is in lockdown per Security Directive 2.23.445. Holographic map coordinate data has been updated successfully. Space-powered encrypted data decoded. Log 10.401.7. Phazon mining is underway. Several garrisons have been established and terraforming the Chozo ruins is underway. Security systems are operational and science team continues to make progress in their biotech research. The Phendrana Drifts have proven to be an optimal location for research headquarters, and soon it will be joined by a fully operational combat base in Starport. If Command's predictions are half true, we shall rise to dominance in this sector within a decacycle. Truly, these are glorious times. They say, not knowing that the straight-up spatial exterminator has come for them. Holographic sequence initialized. Okay. Ka-chunk. All right. Hup. Whip. Hup, hup. Okay. You need to remember to scan these planets in the hologram, because I think at least one of them is a log entry. Whoa. we go. Alright. This is the local solar system. And it teases that super missile is right there. Okay. Planet Zebes, mass 4.8 trillion teratons. Profile planet's crust is primarily earthic ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A class, what is that? XIX? I don't even know what that would be. Planet Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became a base for space pirate forces. Planet Twin Tabula, mass 4.1 trillion teratons. Profile planet is best known for twin fever, a disease caused by a viral strain native to Twin Tabula. In the early stages of the disease, victims suffer from double vision. When the twin sight fades, the victim is near death. Ormine 2, mass 2.3 trillion teratons. Profile an uninhabitable wasteland savaged by nuclear dust storms and constant seismic upheavals. Planet Zebes. Talon 4, 5.1 trillion teratons. Profile ecosystem studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. The remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. Oh, XIX is 19, isn't it? Planet Billium, mass 3.8 trillion teratons. Profile quarantine. Atmosphere is rife with Midiralis. Midiralis? A sentient gaseous global exterminator virus. Oh. Okay. I think that's all the planets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. No, I don't think we can scan the sun. Okay. We are going to grab super missile real quick. Very good. Powerful tech uses 5 missiles. Using the power beam, press and hold A to charge, and then press down to fire. Okay. And I think we're actually going to call it here because we are at the 3-hour mark. Do you want to save? Yes. Game has been saved. Energy fully replenished. Weep. Alright. And then we'll call it there. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. We will be back on tomorrow night. And we will be continuing Metroid Prime because I love this game. Anyway, thank you so much. Don't forget to take care of yourselves, take care of others, and I will see you on our next grand adventure.